We overcame a lot of adversity on a number of levels. You know, we had no money, no jobs, no band at one point. All our musical equipment was stolen, so we had no gear. But yet we still found a way. So I think our determination, which we still have now, would be, I would commend it, and I would pat myself and Theo on the back and I'd say, keep going, you're doing a great job.
Yeah, same thing, you know. There was a lot of times when we nearly gave up in the beginning and nearly stopped doing it. So I think we always knew that we believed in ourselves, and I think to encourage ourselves to do that was the big thing. Yeah. The key is don't have a plan B. Don't have a second plan, because if you've got a second plan, then it means you're already thinking about it not working out. So just have one plan. And also, if it's what you love doing, and if it's what you are passionate about, and it makes you feel human, or it makes you feel alive, just keep doing it. You know, it doesn't matter. Success is in yourself. You know, and I think we found that. Like we did it for so long, and now looking at it all these years later, we probably still would have been doing it, because the enjoyment we get out of it is the most important thing in our lives, you know. And I think there's a lot of people out there that who are artistic or creative who maybe push that down or hide it away because of their job. And I think if you are creative, you have to do things to make yourself feel good. So I think you just got to keep doing it. Yeah.
How to enjoy making music and all those things around this process after a few years of a successful career, but also hard work, because let's face it, it's hard work. You've got interviews, you've got promo, lots of traveling, and it's normal for a musician to get tired, or really tired. Some people burn out after a few years, but what to do not to get burned out and to keep enjoying what you're doing?
Yeah, choose which parties you go to and which you don't. It's probably the best idea. The first few years of being on tour, we used to go out every night, and then it becomes, you can see why people get burnt out. But for us, like the process of making music is much more important than going out for a drink or whatever. It's what we love doing. It's in our nature. I don't think we'll ever really be one of those bands where we sort of go off the rails or something like that, you know. You never know.
You're preparing a new album, as far as music goes. You're preparing a new album, and you know what they say. You've got your whole life to write your first record, but the ones that follow it are more difficult.
You know what the funny thing about that is that our first album was a total opposite to that. Because we wrote the first album in a very short space of time. We wrote every song that's on the album in a row. No other songs exist, just those ones. So actually for us it was the complete opposite. And then the second and third records we had a lot longer to do it. So it's but there's a formula as well to making pop songs, you know, and that's part of the addiction, part of the process is the formula. And yeah, it's never really changed that much, the formula. So it's sort of, I don't think we have that sort of feeling about it, you know. We don't ever feel panicked, you know, that we've got to make a record. It's just what we do, so.
It's natural. It's not like, oh my God, we've got a deadline, we need to start working.
No, because essentially we're in charge, you know. It's like we just make the music when we feel like it, and we still feel like we're learning all the time. And every time we might write a song, we've learned something else. So we're always excited about making music, because it still feels like there's so much more for us to do. So that's a good thing.
What have you learned during those years of your musical career?
What have I learned? To sing better.
I'm only joking.
No, we've learned a lot, you know. We've had such crazy experiences, you know, things that we would never have dreamed of. And I think we've learned to be grateful and be very thankful to the people that give us the chance to do it. I think that's the one thing that you never really lose, I don't think. Some people might, but I think it's so important that every day we wake up that we get to do this as a job feels like, and just feels so great, you know. And it's not really, we just make the music, you know, we just sit and do it, it's fine. And then it's the people that like it, and the people that come to the concerts or send us messages or whatever, they're the people that make all this possible, you know. It's like, so it's a mutual thing. So that's what you learn, yeah, is how important that is.
And for you, Adam?
Yeah, I agree completely. Yeah, it's a good answer.